Right. Let's see how all of this goes. Right. Let's see how all of this goes. Okay, so welcome to the first live streaming I'm going to be doing. I'm doing a session. Yeah, so you're welcome. Let's see how we're going to, let's see what we have here, right? Okay, so just a sec. So just to start with, earlier today, I shared my idea for the euro dollar. And this was it during London session. So this was basically the settlement at the time. I had seen, as you can see here on the chart, I had seen price failed. So we had all of these candles here that failed to close above this high. So of course we had this breaker structure here. So this was a high, and price failed to close above it, and this candle closed below it, and then it was London session. So with this sweep of liquidity, multiple sweeps, I would even say, I pretty much, was confident the price was now ready to sell off, to target this low, because this low failed to take out this high. Now, this was an ideal area for price to arrive at, and then we could get that sell off. But of course, I knew that we may get that, we may not get that. So I was willing to, just literally follow with price, what the market was doing, right? And not just assume anything. Anyway, so that was that. And also on the 15 minutes, we had, the sweep of the high, and then we had a change of character. So I was confident that, price was going to sell off. However, price did not come here. So I happened to have entered. I got, two entries, one on the 1 minute, and then the other 1 minute, 1 to 10 RR. And then on the 15 minutes, I want to swing it because my long-term bias is that the dollar is going to strengthen. So I'll hopefully swing that trade and hold it for the longest time possible. Anyways, that's that, right? So let's just look at the chart and let's see what's happening. Okay. All right, let's see. Euro dollar. Go to Euro USD, 8 cap. Let's launch the chart. Okay, so here we go. So as you can see here on the screen, clearly we have a lot going on. So let's start from the 4R. I explained earlier, so you can see on the 4R here. Now, as much as possible, I try to keep my charts clean. Sorry, I guess that's so small. Anyways, I try to keep the chart clean, right? So just identify structure and just as much as possible keep it, at bare minimum in terms of, the drawings and all of that. And it allows for clarity. So with this, for example, you can see here that we have high, low, high, low, okay, high, price failed to close above this high. You can see something similar is happening today, right? So price failed to close above this high, and then what happened afterwards? We had a sell-off, right? So the same thing is actually happening today. Price is failing to close above this high. After this, we're not getting, I'm expecting, this massive sell-off to target at minimum this area. Okay. Now we may have, of course, some pushback, but ultimately price should sell off. That's the expectation, right? Market structure, we're not hoping, we're simply trading of market structure. So the market is trending bearish, and then we simply follow that bearish trend. Okay. We have this high, and now we have this low, and price, reversed, failed to sweep this high, and now we expect that continuation to take out this low. Essentially, this is the trade idea, okay? And this trade idea is built off the 4R, okay, the higher time frame, because the higher time frame will always take precedence over the lower time frame, right? So we know that the higher time frame has been trending bullish. So what we've done is to catch that higher low and then trade that higher low, to the other side, to take out the weak low. This is now a weak low because it's failed to take out this high. So this weak low just has to go. That's just the bias, okay? It failed to do its job. The job of a weak low of a low is to take out a high. So if a low fails to take out a high, what then happens? The low has to go. We don't write the rules, right? That's just how it has to be. So here I have the boss on the 4R. So let me just draw that so we're clear on the 4R. So you can see that based on the analysis from London session, I had expected or I had identified that this was an ideal POI to look for continuation shorts because this was a sweep zone and price massively, sold off from that area. If price were to return here, this would be a very good area to really swing a trade and target this low. However, you can see price failed to do that because we had this continuation here, continuation break of structure on 4 hour, a high, and then price registered new low. Price failed to take out this, the last high. Let me also add something there that I always do. Okay, so price failed to take out this high, and as a result of that, what happens afterwards? So we now expect that price, since price this low failed to do its job, which was to take out the previous high, we now expect that price is going to sell off massively. As you can see, this 4 hour candle just started belly and now tried to pull back, but it's failing. Momentum is really failing to push up. So eventually we should have that sell off. Anyways, for the longer term, the dollar should strengthen. But this is the whole idea, right, of the trade and why I also took this trade and all. So I guess that's very clear on the 4 hour. So we know why we took this trade. So you can see from London session, I had identified that we had a sweep of liquidity. On the 4 hour, we had price appears to be consolidating. All of these candles, failed to close above. You can see this. I guess they call it doji. I don't trade of candle patterns, but I guess they call this doji, and you can see it seemed as if price was going to push up, right? But you can see it failed to do that. This candle closed below this area, sweep of liquidity. So London session coincided with London session. I was pretty much confident the price was going to sell off. So all of that, of course, what I was identified here. Now let's look at the 15 minutes, okay? And let's look at why I took the trade on the 15 minutes. Now, I have to mention that on the 15 minutes, my first entry was this guy here. Okay, so I had identified that this was going to be my entry, and if I go to what I posted on yeah, I posted a link anyways. So let me see if I can open that for you. Oh, okay. So leaving this. Okay, we're gonna come back to this. Anyway, so I had posted this. So this was the trade I had posted earlier, right? As you can see, so this was it. This was the setup. You can see everything is just in place. So I had this setup here that this was going to be my entry if price were to return to this area, but price apparently failed to do that. So if I play this candle, you'd see the price actually left off. Did not return to that area. You can see where we're at right now with respect to price, right? So price failed to tap into this area. So what I then did was to simply, look for additional entry. And how did I get that entry? Now I'm going to show you because you can see here we had this continuation eyeballs, right? So I was pretty much confident that now price was going to pull back a little bit, hopefully respect this high and then sell off. So price didn't have to return to this area essentially. Okay, and that was how I got that trade. So let's go through. Let me walk you through that exact setup and why I took it, right? So just a sec. Okay, so we're back here on the 15 minutes. So let me just expand this. So I was able to catch two trades in particular, actually, and I'm going to explain how and why I decided to catch those trades. So on the 15 minutes here, we had this. So price failed to return to this area, and then we had this continuation eyeballs, as you can see here, right? So this continuation eyeballs essentially, was basically it's more like stacking the trade. Okay, so if I find structure, I simply just follow structure and just take the trade. Okay, so what happened was price, gave this beautiful entry, on the 15 minutes, and then we had that, price return tapped into it and then sold off, and that was the trade I took. Now I'm wanting to swing this trade. It's like about 1 to 20, and I have my target, at around the daily low and all of that. The reason is simple. I'm hoping that, well, not hope, based on market structure, you can see here on the daily that we've had, the series of high lows, highs, and now price is pulling back. So based on the price action here, this low has been taken out. Okay, I'm expecting that this low because this low has failed, I'm expecting the price is going to push downwards towards this area. So I'm targeting somewhere around here, right, for my swing, entry. Anyways, but that's beside today's main trade. So for today, I've entered, I have this 15-minute setup. This 15 minute setup here I entered, but also I also entered the 1 minute. So let me show you that 1 minute entry. So this is the 1 minute entry. So this is a 1 minute entry. So you can see here, this is actually 1 to 11, 1 to 11.3 thereabout, and that's my target. So essentially it's targeting the previous, the low that I mentioned earlier. So this trade is playing out, and let's hope that this trade continues to play out and then doesn't really, reverse on us, all right? And then we begin to lick our wounds, but hopefully it doesn't reverse that much. So we just have a little pullback and then, the trade continues. But why did I take this trade? For me, it was on the 15 minutes. I had seen the consolidation, I'd seen the structure, and all of that, and I was pretty much confident that after this, after price changed, we're having this bearish order flow on the 1 minute, and then it sort of tried to pull back, but then failed to continued. The trend changed from bullish to bearish. I was pretty much confident that this area is going to hold. I was willing to take the trade from that area. So this was the first trade I took, and that's the trade that's also playing out. So hopefully this does all its whatever I want to do, pull back a little bit. Hopefully it doesn't return to our entry, and then have that continuation, and we take up our profit for this particular trade right there. But I'm willing to swing this trade, and let's see how it works. Now for New York session, based on price action, so we could have, well, if we get that type of market structure where price returns and then gives us an entry, maybe I can stack the trade, or maybe not. Really, I don't know. I already have two positions open, so I'm willing to just let those play out and not really force my hands. Yeah, so essentially that is it. So for New York session, really, I don't think I'll be having a trade right now. I don't think I'll be taking the trade. I think I'll just let it play out. And this basically how I trade. It's simple, as you'd see on the chart. Simple chart, simple analysis, simple market structure, falling market structure, and that's basically it. Nothing complex, nothing too fancy in a way. That's just it. Literally, you can see simple market structure, sweep of the highs, change of character, expectation of a pullback, and then continuation. Break of structure, internal boss, internal break of structure, a pullback, and a continuation. As simple as that. So just stacking the trade and stacking the positions, right? Hoping that, of course, structure holds. And the reason why we're holding this, we could have taken profit around this area, but the only reason why I wouldn't take profit is because of the higher time frame narrative I have. Based on the high time frame narrative, there is no reason for me to believe the price would reverse from this area and push upwards, right? In addition to that, the unemployment claims news just came out, the fundamental news, and the dollar is strong. Okay. And that just simply tells me that this is a temporary pullback and then we're going to have that continuation. So I don't have a reason there's no reason for me, technically and also fundamentally, for price to push upwards. So I'm expecting that this is going to hold and we're going to have that massive sell off. Okay. At least to this area. That's where the money is. So this is essentially it. And this is based off the stocking profit strategy, by the way that I trade. On the that I trade and I also teach. So if this is the first time you're coming to the channel, by the way, if you love this, if you like this, just let me know in the chat section. Leave a comment, leave a like, share with a friend, and all of that. It just helps to encourage one, and also it helps me know if it's something you really enjoy. I can be posting more of streams like this. So anyways, make sure you subscribe if you haven't subscribed, like the video. And in addition to that, of course, I've been also putting out a lot of streams. By the way, as you can see here on the YouTube channel. So the YouTube channel, of course, is nascent. But there's a lot of high quality material here for you. And you feel free. It, of course, is free, so you can watch as much as you want to watch. There's currently a live stream also playing out in addition to this one, basics of microstructure, a video I released a while ago. So you can just binge, watch all of these videos. Sincerely, if you don't start, you can't change your position. All right, you can't change your situation. So if you want to become a trader, if you want to become a profitable trader, you have to find people who know what they're doing, who seem to know what they're doing. I would use the word same, and then try to replicate what they've done, right? Because if you replicate what you've done, then you get the results that they have. So yeah, so on the YouTube channel, anyways, you're gonna see a lot of videos. There was a time I also had a free mentorship course. It's about 12 videos thereabouts, so you can also watch it if you want to watch it. A lot of helpful resources really that I've put out here for free. By way of putting out all of this out, I know it's going to benefit a lot of people, and I hope you take advantage of it. So that is that for the YouTube channel, of course, on social media to just at Paruto Capital. You follow on Twitter. What else? Let me see. You can also follow us on Twitter. You can follow us on Instagram, Paruto Capital. So on Twitter also we have a page at Paruto Capital. You can also follow us. You can also see that streaming this session on Twitter. The position I took in the morning, you can see all of that. I'm updating this as it plays out. So what else? Yeah, so that is it. And then of course the course itself. So the Stock and Profit Mentorship course is one that if you want to join the Stock and Profit Mentorship, that is one place for you to go to, really, and then you'll be part of the community, the paid community, of course, where I can mentor you and show you, in depth. The course itself, it's holistic. It covers everything: the way I trade, how I look at the market, why I take trades, why I take position, the entire logic behind a trade. This is something you're going to see on the Stock and Profit Mentorship course, and I advise that you also check it out, really, because it's going to be something that I believe is going to be beneficial, right, to you. So all of these resources are there, but if you're not willing to commit to full-time trading right now, or you're not really willing to commit resources for full mentorship, go on the YouTube video, watch the free videos, utilize all the resources that are there for free. This video, for example, is for free, right? And then when you're ready, and you want to really take it serious, then I think it's good you get a mentorship, and also be part of the community. In this case, the Stock and Profit community, where you can really ask questions. I can share stuff with you, and all of that, right? And also, in addition to that, there is currently a promo going on, right? So of course, I hope you can see that on the screen. Um, just by the way, is this even 20% off or 15%? I hope that information is correct. I think it should be 15% actually. So apologies really for that. So it's actually expiring this week. Is it this week? No, 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 no. On the 31st of August. So the 15% off is going to expire then. So please take advantage of it. If you want to take advantage of it, do take advantage of it. Um, yeah. So that is essentially that. So the Stock and Profit mentorship, just to walk you through this. So there's a monthly subscription which gives you access to the full course. So you get the full course, you get the trading plan, exactly what I used to trade. You get the trading journal. There's a free trading journal I also give. I'm giving a lot of resources for free, but this one is it's far better than that, of course. So with a lot of the straight setups are there, the back tested data is there. You get that, and you also get lifetime access to the trading floor. And inner cycle community. This was something I decided to do for now, so it might be limited, it might change. But for those who register for now, they get lifetime access. You have daily analysis service, so I post all the time, every day, New York session, London session. My chart markups. You also get access to the analysis hub. So this is essentially where all the videos on market insight, market analysis, trade reviews, a whole lot of videos. Okay, posted there. I post them all the time, my weekly forecast and also my weekly recap. So by the end of the week, I'll go through all of the price action, and highlight, the probable trades, the trades that met all of our criteria in terms of our trade setups. I always update that. So every week. Also, you have access to bi-weekly back testing, right, and QA sessions. And then you also have access to the SIP setup, the Stock and Profit setups, what I actually trade and how I take those trades. So you also have access to that. Part one. Part two is reserved, for the 6 months pro level access. So you have everything in the monthly, in addition to the part two of that, the SIP setups. You also have two one-on-one private sessions with me. You'd also have one trading psychology masterclass session in your 6 month, and then you have, of course, the completion certificate. Of course, if you know how to trade, really, you may not necessarily need a completion certificate, but well, you can hang it, you can frame it, you can do whatever you want to do, literally with that, right? So yeah, so just a sec, excuse me. Okay. Is a very crappy microphone. I didn't realize that. Okay. Is a very crappy microphone. I didn't. All right. So yeah, so that is that, right? So you get all of that with the 6 months program, and then with the 12 months program, you get everything you have in the 6 months program. Okay, and then for 12 months, I even get more. So with the 12 months program, you have 4 one-on-one private mentoring sessions with me, and then you'd have 3 trading psychology masterclass sessions with me, because I really just want to see people who subscribe to this succeed. The reason why I don't give a certificate for the monthly program is because I don't believe in 1 month you'll be able to cover all of the content that has been provided or have been provided stocking profit mentorship program. So the certificate is strictly for those who take up to 6 months and 12 years. And I want to be realistic because trading is serious business. It's not just for people who just see flashy cars and they see flashy things and they say, oh, I want to become a trader, I want to do this, I want to do that. You have to know what you're doing, committed to it, like 120%, right? Like 1000% literally. And we have, of course, the roadmap. There's also the roadmap. I try to lay down the roadmap that if you should follow the stocking profit mentorship from month 1 all the way the foundation building phase, practice, funding, and scaling phase to month 12, you should, become exceptional in truth, right? You should become exceptional. So all of this is there for you. So use the free resources you have on YouTube, binge watch everything. And when you're satisfied and you really want to come into mentorship, then you can go on to the stocking profit mentorship. Okay. So, hey, so that is it. Okay. I hope this has been beneficial to you. Like I mentioned, I don't really have a trade for the New York session. I wouldn't be taking a trade. I'm just going to be watching my position. The price comes to this area and gives us, that profit. We take our first profit for the 1 to 11 trade. We'll take that profit and then I'll swing this, this particular position. So that is it. I hope this is beneficial to you. I hope you've actually picked something from this, right? Oh, sorry, I wasn't even sharing this stuff. So, anyways, I hope this is really beneficial to you, and I hope you really have picked something from this on price action and all. So, just saying that now with this, no trade formation. I just wanted to show the chart and also explain this. There'll be no trade for me during New York session. I'm just literally going to be watching the market and just watching what price does. But I expect that this will continue and then we'll get, our first take profit on the 1 to 11 on the 1 minute trade that I took here. We get our first, profit, and then I would swing this other trade, maybe till tomorrow, Friday, and maybe till next week. Who knows? But long-term buy is that the dollar is going to change. So I'm willing to hold that for a while. Okay, so that is it. Enough of me talking. So, hey, stay stocking profit, enjoy, and stay profitable. Okay, and see you in the stocking profit mentorship class if you decide to join. And by the way, you can also join the trading floor. It's free. You don't have to pay anything for that. So all you need to do is go to just go to the Twitter profile. I think I'm going to update this from the free Telegram to, the Discord trading floor. So just our Twitter profile. And when you go to our Twitter profile, you'll be able to see the link to the Telegram, and then you can follow that to the Discord trading floor. So I'll most likely update this, the from Telegram to what do you call it now? Discord. Okay, so you can also join it. So it's a pleasure sharing with you. I hope this really was beneficial to you. So hey, stay stocking profit, and until next time, see you. Bye bye. Cheers. I'm gonna leave this streaming for a while, so just enjoy.